This is what your favorite console says about you. And as the video goes on, the console gets more and more ridiculous. So first we have Xbox. Now this is the standard console that everyone and their mama gets, right? This just means that you're a standard civilian. Nothing interesting, nothing crazy goes on. You've only got the Xbox because you've been loyal for years and you just want to sit down after work, after school, just to play games. And you might be a little grinder, honestly. Like you might just grind a little bit, but you only got Xbox for the convenience. It's kind of cheap. The Xbox Series S is about what, $250 to $300. It's a really easy console to get into. It's not too bad. It's just standard. It's nothing crazy. The next console we have here is the PlayStation. Now, PlayStation, in my opinion, is a step up from Xbox. But what does this mean about you? This just means that you're a real gamer and you want to actually play other games that aren't on every platform. PlayStation has a lot of games, story games in particular, okay? For example, you have Spider-Man games, which yes, you can say they are available on PC, but we're talking about PlayStation. You have The Last of Us. You have, all these other games that are just on PlayStation. They're exclusives, even though the PS5 exclusives have not been looking too hot recently. And yeah, overall, I would say you're a more serious person when it comes to gaming, and you're more likely to watch gameplay of other people playing games. For example, Corey Kenshin, Markiplier, and so on and so forth. I would say you're a little bit more knowledgeable than the Xbox players in terms of just games in general. But I'm not saying Xbox players are dumb at all. Not at all. Those just are regular civilians who just want to play a game. But PlayStation users, in my opinion, care more about the games. Next, we have PC. Now, PC gamers, the difference between them and the console players is that PC players have an access to at least 1 million more games that will never be available on PlayStation nor Xbox, because there are so many project games that you can play on PC that are so good that you can't touch. But what does this mean about PC players? PC players, I would say, are people who, one, like to be flexible, okay? They like to do a lot of things. They like to multitask. They like to do a bunch of things at once. Keep a YouTube video open, play a game, run an emulation, do homework. They like to do all of it at once. And these people, honestly, I would say they have a lot of RAM in their brain, okay? Because they know what's the point of getting a console if Xbox games are already on PC? PlayStation exclusives are trickling to PC anyways. And on top of that, emulation is very possible and it works very well. For example, I'm gonna give a shout out to Sonic Unleashed, the best Sonic game of all time, being able to work on PC because of what's been happening recently. And if you guys want to check it out, wait till the end of the video, please, for the sake of me, inshallah. You'll be able to just search up after this video, Sonic Unleashed on PC. And yeah, PC players, I would say they're generally they like to multitask, get more things done, and like to play a lot of games. Now we have mobile players. Now, there are two sides to this, okay? What your favorite console being mobile, even though it's not a console, I don't care. It's gonna be a console for the sake of this video. And you're on one of two sides. You either don't care about gaming at all, or you love it too much, okay? I have seen both worlds. I've seen the most serious gamers play on mobile. Like I'm talking the gloves that don't cover your fingers, and they have like controllers that attach to the phone with triggers and buttons and joysticks. And people having you've seen the Fortnite mobile players, bro. They use their whole hand. They're looking like Octopus Man, bro. They're using all their fingers to build, edit, and shoot. And it's genuinely crazy. But I've also seen people who literally don't care about gaming and only use their phone to call, text, and use social media. And when I say social media, I literally just mean TikTok, okay? And it's literally opposites. I've never seen a casual gamer, okay? You actually don't care about gaming, or you care about it so much that you want to play on your mobile phone. And some people take it to the next step. They go ahead and buy a gaming phone from God knows where, from a random company. Like the Razer gaming phone is the only one I can think of at the moment. And these phones have crazy RGB fan cooling systems just to play PUBG. I swear, I've never seen any other game before except for PUBG. People playing it like crazy, and Fortnite. Next, we have the Nintendo Switch. Now, if you have a Nintendo Switch and that's your favorite console, this means that either one, you genuinely like Nintendo games, or two, you just got it for the sake of convenience, okay? Nintendo Switches are very small, portable, and they last a long time. And they're very easy to just take on the plane, take it on a car ride. You want to go on vacation, you want to play a game, you bring your Switch, okay? This also tells me you're just a person who buys things for just to use them. For example, PC players like to multitask and do everything at once. But Switch users, they bought the Switch just for gaming. You can't do anything else on the Switch. As a matter of fact, you can't do nothing on the Switch, okay? Besides play like the games that Nintendo gives you, or the lowest quality version of the other games that have been ported onto the Switch. Yeah, I would say like you're a general consumer. You're like Xbox, but like more NPC-ish, in my opinion. And if you don't like that opinion, take it up with your mother. Next, we have the Oculus Quest, what my channel is based on. Now, if you use the Oculus Quest as your favorite console, this tells me one of two things. You're either really young or you're really old. I've never seen anything in between, okay? I've only seen little kids play Gorilla Tag and abuse the headset and their controllers to play Gorilla Tag. Or two, you're a really old man who wants to play like a military sim, okay? You get the Catwalk VR, you get the haptic VR chest, you get the gun stock, and you go to town in Pavlov, okay? And so that either means you're a really serious adult who just came back from your job, but you want to feel like you're playing Call of Duty IRL, or you're a little kid trying to play Gorilla Tag. Nothing else in between. Now we have Google Stadia, and if you're rocking Google Stadia in the big 25, let it go, please, bro. Okay, streaming gaming is not the move. I don't know what companies were thinking. They thought this was going to be heat. They thought this was going to drop, take over the country. But at the end of the day, man, Google Stadia was a flop. We don't like it. Next, we have AR glasses. Now, it don't matter what AR glasses you got. You could get it from Google, you get it from Microsoft, you get it from your mom. I don't know. I don't know about it, okay? It doesn't matter where you got these glasses from, but if you got them and you play games on them, I don't know how you do it. This just tells me you like to be different. Because why would you try to play a game on AR glasses? So you can see your screen floating away. Like, it's cool the first like few times, but after a while, it must get tedious trying to plug that thing in. Yeah, I'm not a really big fan. This just tells me that you've got money to waste, but not like these next guys. And next console, it's not really a console, it's actually a car. You have Tesla. If you play games on your Tesla, you're either a very cool guy with time on his hands in the parking lot before work, or two, you just want to show off that you have a Tesla. And honestly, I would do the same. Next, we got the KFC console. I mean, I don't know if I can help you even. Like, really? The KFC console? Like, what are you playing on here, bro? It don't even look like a console. You just put your chicken in there and then you call it a day and then it cooks the chicken and that's it, okay? It's not even a real console. It's just meant to heat your chicken. If you do this, you're just a big back. That just tells me if you buy this console, you are a big back and that's it. Halas. Last but not least, probably first, we have the Soulja Boy console. Come on, man. Okay, so we all know the Soulja Boy console was the first console to ever come out. And if you own a Soulja Boy console, this just tells me you're the first person to ever play video games and you're just advanced and you're cooler than everybody else. Think about it. Soulja Boy was genuinely one of the first to do anything. And for you to take in his footsteps, it's just something special and monumental. I can't even comprehend. I can't even explain it in words. I will leave the imagining and everything to you guys because genuinely I won't be able to do it. I can't fathom being the first to play these games. Every game to come out, you are the first. You finish, right? Into khalas the game, and then that's when the game releases for the rest of us. If you guys enjoyed this silly little video, I'm gonna actually explain to you why I've been gone for 3 months. I haven't been enjoying VR as much, and I probably won't make videos on it again. But yeah, if you guys want to stick around, you like my personality, which is probably not all of you, but some of you, then stick around, enjoy, and yeah, catch you guys next time.